So sticking with basketball, me and you are big time Lakers fans.
Yes, we are.
And you're a LeBron hater, but you know I just want to put that out there.
I'm not a LeBron hater.
You are a LeBron hater.
I just don't like the guy.
Okay. You just said it. I'm not a LeBron hater, but I don't like the guy. Let me ask you a question. Yeah. What has he done to make you not like him? The man opens up a school. He's never been in trouble. He's been married to the same woman since he was 16 years old. The man has a great nuclear family. None of his kids get in trouble. He's never been in the news for anything slanderous. How can you hate the man?
Bro, he's a diva, bro.
Okay.
He's a diva.
What star you know is not a diva?
In today's NBA?
No. Period.
I mean, but his level of diva is...
Oh, okay. So there's a level.
Think about it. When he loses, bro, he don't shake hands. He the first one off the court and into the tunnel.
Got it.
To the team bus.
So Isaiah Thomas never did that.
You can't compare Isaiah Thomas to LeBron.
You just said that shaking hands. So Michael Jordan never shook hands all the time.
But that's a different...
That's
a different era, though.
Kobe Bryant shook hands all the time.
That's a different era.
I'm asking a question.
No, they didn't.
Okay, then. So because he plays in this era, he's supposed to shake hands?
Bro, this is an era where everybody's friends with each other.
I'm asking a question.
All right, hold on. Do you think...
I'm not done asking the question. He's a historian of the game, right? Mm-hmm. He studies the game. People that he idolized growing up watching basketball, they're competitive, super competitive. So you bash him for not shaking hands, but you don't bash LeBron. I mean, Kobe, Jordan, Isaiah Thomas. You don't bash Larry Bird. None of these dudes. The difference
between LeBron and those guys. Don't press no button. There was no off-season fishing trip. Yo, cut that out. There was no off-season fishing trip, and these guys didn't hang out and go to.
There was no social media back then. So
wait, hold on. So you have to have social media to hang out with people.
No, what I'm saying is that
they admittedly said, "Bro, do you not watch? Did you not watch these documentaries? Magic and Bird hated each other, bro. Hated each other. You think after everything that the bad boy Pistons put the Bulls through, do you think Jordan and Isaiah Thomas would have sat down and drank a beer somewhere in a casino?
I'm gonna get you.
All right, go ahead.
Magic and Bird were very competitive with each other. They became friends at the Converse commercial shooting.
Correct.
Right? When they're on the court together, they're gonna be neck and neck with each other, right? Off the court, they used to have dinner with each other all the time. So what are you talking about?
Not before the Converse commercial.
I'm talking about after they became
friends.
friends.
That's different because they didn't know each other. Homie, they went on the record and said they hated each other. Did you not watch the HBO Sports documentary?
Dude, I just said to you, before they knew each other, they were super competitive. After they realized that they had a lot in common, they became friends and they started to be friends, legit friends. So that's okay. But because LeBron James is friends with Dwayne Wade and Carmelo Anthony
and Chris Paul and everybody,
they shouldn't be able to hang out.
Bro,
that don't make sense. And this is why I always ask people, if you have an argument about LeBron James, make it make sense.
How many times in a post-game presser he walked out of the press conference after hearing a question he didn't like, and it's not even an offensive question?
Bro, he can do whatever he wants. He's a superstar. He don't have to answer no damn questions.
Okay.
People looked at Marshawn Lynch and praised him for saying, I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's okay, right?
Yeah.
But LeBron James can't do that.
Marshawn Lynch not the face of the NFL.
LeBron James can't do that.
LeBron James is the face of the NBA.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like when he retires,
I'll miss him.
You're gonna have so many people like yourself. LeBron James is so great. You know, we don't have anybody like that anymore. Yeah, because you didn't appreciate the dude when he was there.
I respect his on-court talent. He is a generational,
but you don't respect his
talent.
off-court talent as well. He's a billionaire.
Yeah, billionaire.
He built up his own empire with his homies. He gave his homies money to be able to build themselves up. How many people you know do that?
Not many.
Okay, then. But he's a bad guy. Listen.
Listen.
Hold on.
Before you play, just stop playing that soundbite. Listen. If I was a free agent in the season coming up, I don't need a televised ESPN special to tell the world where I'm going to play.
But ESPN came to him about that.
Doesn't matter.
And instead of him taking the money...
Yeah, he donated.
Instead of him taking the money, who did he give the money to, Club? The Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. $1 million. Nobody else was giving boys and girls club no money. And he gave it to them. Bad guy. Yeah, bad guy.
I mean, you got to spend it, though.
It doesn't matter.
He has to spend it.
He could have spent it on his children. He gave it to other people's kids.
It's very diva-esque, bro.
Dude, they came to him. They wanted to film his special. He didn't call ESPN and say, yo, I got a great idea. Let's film. They came to him. So if somebody comes to you right now, Alfred, we want to document your career as a independent on the indie circuit wrestling announcer. We want to document your journey to possibly getting to WWE or AEW or Impact. We'd like to document that for you. You gonna tell them no?
I'm not gonna tell him no.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm not gonna tell him no.
So you're a diva then.
But my circumstances and LeBron James' circumstances are different.
How?
He was already a superstar before then. I'm not a superstar.
So because he's a superstar, Jimmy, he's supposed to turn it down. Make it make sense.
Next question.
I'm sorry. Claude, chime in here. Chime in here.
Makes sense to me.
I don't get it. You cannot praise. I always say to people, you cannot praise one guy for doing something and vilify another one for doing it the same way.
Circumstances are different, man.
Jordan did his thing the same way, and people will get on their knees and suck him off today. But LeBron James, they're not going to do that for. Right? It's different. This man operated in an era of social media where there's more cameras, there's more media coverage on you, and he handled it like a professional since he was 15 years old. How many people you know can be able to have a camera in their face for 20 plus years and never have a slip up? I'll wait. But people hate him. He's not Kobe. He never asked to be Kobe. He never said one time that he wanted to be Kobe. He's not Jordan. He grew up idolizing Jordan. That's why he wears 23. And he changed his number out of respect for who? But nobody to give him flowers for that, right? Nobody gives him respect for that. Moving on, because I don't want to hit this button again on you. I don't want to have to do it. I don't want to have to do it. I might have hit it 7 times already. I don't want to have to do it to you again.
Speaking of divas, go on.
Russell Westbrook is still here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Beverley now is here. The rumor is that Darvin Ham, who's the head coach, if anybody doesn't know, is planning to play them together in certain lineups. Now, there's a checkered history between Pat Bev and Russell Westbrook. There's no love lost on the court. Pat Bev, injured Russell Westbrook pretty bad when they were in Oklahoma. So when he was in Oklahoma City, I think they had the series against the Rockets, I believe, and ended up having to have multiple knee surgeries based on that low bridge thing that Patrick Beverley did. So there's a lot of animosity there. But for what I'm hearing is that they squashed it and they're willing to move forward as teammates. Now, you as a Laker fan, do you think that it can work?
If the egos get put to the side, yeah.
Whose ego?
Both of them.
I don't think Pat Bev has an ego.
Pat Bev is a notorious trash talker.
But he's a teammate. He's a consummate teammate.
He's always been known as a team guy. But
right.
I'm just saying, if they could just put the differences to the side, they said they squashed it. Then yeah.
But you keep saying they.
They, yeah.
You keep saying they, so that means that 2 people have to squash it.
Yeah.
I just think it's 1. I think the only person here with an ego, I think the only person here that feels threatened about his spot is Russell Westbrook.
He should feel threatened. He had the biggest ratings drop in the 2K roster update I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, do you think that the Lakers start the season with Westbrook on the roster?
Of course,
because we're a couple of weeks away from training camp. So
you the amount of money that they're paying him, you can't pay that guy that much money and not have him on the roster.
So if the Pacers came to the Lakers, because there's a rumored deal out there that the Pacers asked for Westbrook, THT.
THT's gone now.
This was prior. This was prior to the trade. Westbrook, THT, 2 first-round picks for Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, and Daniel Tice. They wanted us to take back Daniel Tice's deal. Now, THT is no longer here. They can still make the deal work, Do you pull that deal? Do you trade 2 first-round picks for Westbrook to get out of the contract?
I do.
You do.
I do.
So 2 first-round picks is not holding up that deal for you if you're the GM.
No, because Lakers are a win-now franchise. Think about it. If you look at the last couple of years, with the exception of THT,
right,
all the other Laker rookies have either been on 2-way contracts or just stuck in the G League. So, I mean, if you're a win-now team, picks don't mean anything to you.
Agreed.
Because again, what are picks? Picks are you're either going to get a Patrick Ewing or you're going to get an Anthony Bennett.
Right.
You don't know what it's going to amount to.
It's roulette. But it's currency.
But picks do not help you win today.
No, but it is currency though. I understand certain organizations don't want to they don't want to empty the cabinet, because if you have no picks, it's hard for you to pull off certain deals, right? So like if you have a contract that you're trying to move and the contract is not that sexy, right? It's not a contract that people want. Attaching, draft capital to that contract incentivizes the team to take on that player. True. Right? If you have no draft capital, then all it is, hey, you want to take this contract? No, I don't want to take this contract. Like, you have nothing else to give. So I understand the hesitancy from the front office to empty out the cabinet, but I agree with you also that you have to look at the roster that you have, right? LeBron James is 37 years old. Anthony Davis is, he's not 30 yet, but how much more basketball does he have at a high level because he continues to get hurt, right? If he shows a stretch where he can have some consistency in regards to health, then maybe you can be able to stretch that window out for him. But you have to strike now. So you can't worry about a pick in 27 or 29. You have to see what you can be able to do now with this team. So I think I'm with you in regards to fuck them picks.
And not only that, look what you just said. Picks at 27, 28, 29.
Yeah.
It's not like
29. Yeah.
It's not like they're lottery picks, because the Lakers are a fairly successful organization. The Lakers will never be in the tumbler unless they make a trade that gets a pick from somewhere else.
Right.
100%.
So, and we all know picks 1 through 15 are the most valuable picks in the NBA draft.
Well, depending on
unless there's a rare thing like 𝐦𝐤𝐤𝐬 or somebody slips and Gilbert Arenas, and you get a steal in the late first round and second round. But
listen, it all depends on who you are in regards to your front office. If you can people can make magic with no picks. If you have second round picks, you can find gems as long as the talent is there in regards to the scouting, right?
Yep.
But in a trade, second round picks are not not desirable.
Little to no value.
They have very little value. You know what I'm saying? So it's a decision they're gonna have to make. For me, it's gonna be very, very uncomfortable to have Westbrook come back to this team after his exit interview. The fact that he had no accountability for his horrible season, right? The fact that the offseason went as it went, that LeBron James and him at the Summer League, they weren't even sitting in the same place, and I'm sure they knew each other were there. You know what I'm saying? That kind of sparked the rumors, and they didn't quell those particular rumors, right? So it's tough. Me, I've never been a Westbrook. I'm not a Westbrook friend. I want him gone. I want him gone.
Like I told you, they should have changed Russell Westbrook's name to Westcrook because he's stealing the money.
Yeah.
He's not living up to that.
And you know what makes me even more upset? Seeing videos of John Wall tear up these leagues that he's in with Paul George. Mm-hmm. We could have got John Wall last season if we would have just attached a first round pick. So that makes me upset because it's like John Wall can still play. John Wall has had a rough go at it for the last 3 seasons, but he can still play, right? He still brings value because he's a legit point guard. Westbrook is not a legit point guard. He's an athlete that plays point guard, right? So it's a different dynamic. I think John Wall is a better fit, and you're going to see it with the Clippers, that he's going to be a seamless fit with Paul George and with Kawhi Leonard, and the fact that he's there and not in the purple and gold bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got the bargain bazaar guy while they have filet mignon over there. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't like that. I really don't like that. So for me, I need him gone. I don't care what they have to trade. I don't care what they got to do. Westbrook cannot be on this team. It just can't. Just can't.
The bad fit.
Yeah.
Square piece in a round hole.
Pause.
Hey.
You gotta relax. You gotta take it easy. All right. There's a woman in the room.
Cut off his tab.
Jesus Christmas.